maybe use a little of your background, what your knowledge is of unions.
Okay. My background came from Cuba, so we didn't call union, we call it sindicatos. That's an Spanish word for union. So
Sindicatos.
sindicatos, that's the name that we usually used.
In the United States, we associate that with the mafia.
Yeah, that's the
Okay, yeah,
difference.
yeah.
In the USA.
Some would say there's no difference, but I would beg to differ. Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. So what?
So the difference between the union here and the union there is that here the union can have the freedom to defend the employees.
What's the difference? What about Cuba? Why can't they can do it, right?
They can do that, but the problem is in Cuba is only one point of view. I mean, that's why they are so poor, because they don't have plenty of point of view. They have only one point
And
of
where is that? Who is that point of view?
the government.
Oh, so the
If
government.
If the government control the union, then it's not a union. It's a government agency.
Yeah, that's what we would call a syndicate. Yeah,
That's exactly what happened here. I mean, if you are a union, you have to be separate from the government. The government cannot control what you
Now
do.
you were in the military, right? And did you, tell me about where you had to train for that and what you did. And you were in the Cuban military.
Yeah, I was in the Cuban Navy because they draft me in the 80s. Like probably they did here in the U.S. too. When you're drafted, you gotta go.
Right, like the 70s and the,
Exactly.
Vietnam for yeah.
So they draft me and they send me to Russia to go to school in the Naval Academy.
How long were you there?
I was there about 3 years and a half.
3.5 years. And where in Russia?
I was in the south of Russia. That's called Georgia.
Yes.
Gruzia in Russia, they call it Gruzia. In English, it's called Georgia.
Now, how many languages do you speak?
So I speak Spanish, that's my native language. I speak English and I speak Russian.
You can speak Russian.
I can speak.
Have you done? You should be an interpreter or a helper in the court or something. Do you?
Actually, I do court help for Spanish only, not for Russian.
Oh, really? There are not too many Russians around
Not too many
Michigan.
Russian in Michigan, but
Okay,
for
cool.
Spanish is.
Well, this has been very interesting. Is there anything else you'd like to add about why unions are important?
Unions are very important because if we don't have nobody who defend the employees, employers gonna go run over you and they're gonna do to you anything they want. You don't have any defense. You're defenseless.
Well, why are unions able to help? I mean, in Michigan and the United States, I mean,
In the United States, they have the freedom to protect the employees.
protect them by making laws?
Like exactly.
So we have labor-friendly or union
Exactly,
laws,
exactly,
but those have been under attack lately, haven't they?
They have been attacked by the government because the government don't want somebody who protect the employees. That's
Oh, we're back to that government.
exactly. That's what happened. The government don't want never. The big people, the big fish, always want to eat the small fish.
So,
That's all
well,
we're gonna have.
I can't end any better than that, Ozzy. It's a pleasure meeting you, and thank you so much, because I think that's an unbelievable perspective. You leave it up to the government, the people seem to lose.
Exactly.
All right, have a good one, man. Any last message you want to say to anybody back
No,
home?
no,
or
no.
What about back home? Say hi to your lovely daughter. What's her name?
Hi, Audrey. I love you.
All right, man. Thanks.